One way to solve this equation is to rewrite 4 as 4 over 1 and to cross multiply. 4 times x, 4x, equals 8 times 1, which is 8. Divide both sides by 4, we get 8 divided by 4 is 2 as our final answer. A faster way of solving this when we have x, the unknown variable, in the denominator is to say that x equals the numerator 8 divided by the other side of the equal sign, 4, which is 2. So if we had a question like this, we could quickly say that x equals 8 divided by 4, and we would know the answer as 2. One way of solving this problem is to rewrite this as 5 over 1 and to cross multiply. We have 5 times x, 5x equals 7 times 1, which is 7. Dividing both sides by 5, we have 7 over 5. Here we have a classic equation, distance equals velocity, or your speed, multiplied by time. How do we solve for t? Let's divide both sides by v. So here we divide by v, and here we divide by v. And these v's cancel. So t equals d over v. Time equals distance over velocity. Distance equals velocity times time. Let's find the velocity v. We divide both sides by t. And by doing so, these t's cancel out. So v equals d over t, or velocity equals distance over time. The distance is 120 kilometers, and time is 3 hours. Find the velocity. This here is a classic distance, velocity, time problem. Let's substitute d here. 120 equals v, which is unknown, and the t is 3 hours. We use algebra. We divide both sides by 3. 120 divided by 3 is 40. So the velocity is 40 kilometers per hour. Again, we use the formula distance equals velocity times time. We're trying to find d, the distance. We have the velocity as v, 20, multiplied by time, 10. So the distance is 20 times 10, which is 200 meters. We're given the distance as 400 meters and the velocity at 50 meters per second. Let's find the time. We use the classic formula, d equals vt. To find the time, we divide both sides by v. So t equals d over v using algebra. So the time is distance, which is 400, over v, the velocity, 50. We knock off the zeros, dividing top and bottom by 10, and 40 divided by 5 is 8. The time is 8 seconds. Here we have a distance equals velocity time problem. The distance to Whistler is 160. We're trying to find the velocity v, and we're given the time is 2 hours. So how do we solve v? We divide both sides by 2. So v equals 80, and we're talking about 80 kilometers per hour. What is the weight of a square? We have a balance here, and this is 1 square. There's 2 squares on the left, and we're going to add 2 circles. So 2s plus 2c equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles. And we have 2s equals 6c minus 2c is 4c. Dividing both sides by 2, we have s equals 2c. So the weight of 1 square equals 2 circles. What is the weight of a square? We have an equation here represented by a seesaw. This here is 1 square, and we have 4 squares on the left. So 4 squares plus 2 circles equals 2 squares plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. Let's throw 2s to the left. So 4s minus 2s is 2s. We're going to throw 2c to the right. 5c minus 2c is 3c. We're using algebra. Dividing both sides by 2, we get 1 square equals 3 circles divided by 2.